Right, and welcome to On The Bench TV. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ben Woodburn now staying at Liverpool for the rest of the season. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you for joining me as always. Yeah, we've got some news on obviously Ben Woodburn in case anyone is living under a rock and hasn't seen that he's staying. Also, there's some talk about Seville being in for Sturridge as well. We got some talk about Virgil van Dijk and Henderson, Siri links, Liverpool, what they would look at to accept a deal for Daniel Sturridge. Basically, there's a few things that I want to update you guys on. Firstly, I need to make sure that this is working because the reason it's running a bit late compared to normal one is, guys, is because for some reason YouTube's been a pain in my backside as always, and it won't let me change the thumbnail or anything for the live stream. So you've got bloody what's his name, James Rodriguez at the moment. But if you're watching this back and you haven't joined me live, then hopefully by that point I'll have my proper thumbnail that I've created for this. I spent the time on it, so yeah. So CD says yes mate, welcome CD, welcome Harry, welcome Cobra, welcome Jams, welcome Noy. How are you all today? Thank you for joining me as always, lads. Yeah, so Ben Woodburn. Apparently, Jurgen Klopp has said that Ben Woodburn will not go on loan. It looked like Sunderland was the club that was going to be getting Ben Woodburn, and then Klopp stepped in and said, this is what I've read anyway. Klopp said that he doesn't want to weaken the team anymore in the attacking sense because we've still got different cups and Champions League and Premier League and that to play, so he doesn't want to really let Woodburn go. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about surrounding this because, one, Woodburn staying, does that mean now that Liverpool are aware that one of their targets that they was after that could have been an attacking one? You know, Martins has been linked. There's loads of names. You guys know all the names that have been linked and stuff. I don't really want to get into who's being linked too much in that sense because we spoke about it before and everything. But what I mean is maybe now Liverpool are aware that someone that they were pursuing, it won't be able to happen in this transfer window. So maybe that's one of the reasons. Because it seems like it's a bit of a sudden move to say no, he's staying. But Klopp is very much like that. Klopp likes to obviously make his mind up, spare at the moment. You know, he said a few times about how his brain 1 minute can think something and then the next minute doesn't. So I think it's good. I would have liked to have seen Woodburn go out on loan because I think getting him game time is key for Liverpool. You know, he needs progression, so he needs game time. So a loan move would have been good. But if he is going to feature for Liverpool now in the second half of the season, then fair play. Like, it'd be good to get him some game time under Jurgen Klopp. With the players that already play at Liverpool, you know, he's in the right place as long as he gets game time for me. I don't know, guys. It is a difficult one, like I say. Does that mean that there was someone that we was after that we're not now after? People already jumping on the bandwagon of, oh, here we go, see, FSG, they sold Coutinho, our replacement is Woodburn. Woodburn's not a replacement for Coutinho. You know, Woodburn's a quality young player, very, very young. It needs time to progress and things, and Klopp knows that, you know. So I don't think Klopp's looking at Woodburn and going, he's the one that's going to replace Coutinho. I don't think that's the case at all. I think there's a few factors that will come into it. Maybe, you know, like I said at the beginning of the video, Seville are now showing interest in Daniel Sturridge as well, apparently. So as the rumours hot up about Daniel Sturridge leaving, we're aware that he wants to move away from the club. Obviously, Klopp's maybe now looking at it going, look, we don't want to lose too many of our attacking players because we want to win a trophy this season, like the Cup. You know, we're still in the Champions League, we've got Premier League, there's all sorts. There's a lot of games still left to play. So I do think that it is a good call, basically, from Klopp, because the one thing that I and a few of you guys have spoke about over the last couple of days is we've got players coming back from injury, but it only takes a couple of key injuries to certain players in our starting 11. I'm going to touch wood because I don't want to jinx it, but then Liverpool could struggle and it will be a fight to finish in top 4 this year. With everyone fit, we've got a team more than capable of winning a trophy this year. You know, doing well in the Premier League, getting that top 4 spot for definite. But if you did get a couple of injuries, then it would be dangerous. So I do get why Klopp is now all of a sudden gone, nah, I think we keep Woodburn. He is a good player, isn't he? So, for anyone that didn't know, obviously, Woodburn is staying at Liverpool for the remainder of the season, guys. That's the way it looks at the moment. We still got a couple of weeks left of the transfer window, so anything can happen. You know, if all of a sudden someone's agent made it aware to Liverpool that their player would be interested in coming to Liverpool, Liverpool want him, you know, then Woodburn may go out on loan if Liverpool move for another deal or something. But I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying there's a lot of factors that could still come into play before the end of this window, which could see people go and see people stay, if you know what I mean. Right, so obviously I've just touched on Seville showing interest in Daniel Sturridge. Yeah, Inter Milan, a club that a lot of people are backing to sign Daniel Sturridge if he does go in this transfer window, which I think he probably will. You know, there's a few reasons why I thought that Sturridge may not be let go. But now that you're seeing at Woodburn and that's not being allowed to go out on loan, I know they play in different positions or whatever, but I think Daniel Sturridge may be one of the ones that Klopp's now looked at and gone, well, we're going to lose Sturridge, you know. It depends what's being put on the table for Sturridge at the moment, because a lot comes into it. Liverpool will only apparently accept a loan deal for Daniel Sturridge if it's a loan deal with the intent of buying at the end of the loan. So that's interesting, because for me, I saw about this loan deal stuff starting to creep in with Daniel Sturridge, saying teams are testing the water trying to get him on loan, which if you was a club after Daniel Sturridge, you would maybe want to go down that route, because if he is injured a lot, then you ain't spent millions on him, if you know what I mean. 30 million being the fee that apparently Liverpool want. So I do get why teams want to do that, but I was like, no way should Liverpool accept a loan move for him, because then we're being stitched over basically, because now's the time to sell him, and to sell him for as much as we possibly can get for him, in my opinion. But yeah, interesting that Liverpool will only accept a loan if it's written in a contract or whatever, that by the end of the loan he's then sold to that team. I don't really know how things like that work. It's a bit of a mystery, contracts and loans with buying and stuff like that. There's people that obviously do know about it, the people that are involved, but for people like me and you, it's very complicated, and I don't know if a team can fully sign something saying that they will buy him at the end of a loan or whatever. Why would that make sense unless they ain't got the money up front for him? But then I don't know how that would affect add-ons and stuff in the future as well. So I don't know whether that's clever from Liverpool. Maybe they are just desperate to let him go. So they're like, okay, well, we will accept a loan deal, but obviously with the intent that his Sturridge will be bought at the end of the loan, you know. So you know, I'm still not happy about that. I want him to go and I want Liverpool to recoup the money. But if Liverpool aren't going to buy anyone in January and Sturridge goes, then we don't necessarily need the money in January. But come the summer, we definitely would like the Sturridge money to add to our kitty to really strengthen the team going into next year, you know. Something that I saw earlier, which I wanted to bring up, which I thought was funny. Neville speaking about United's move for Sanchez, saying that he feels that Liverpool's run of form and how Liverpool playing is the reason why Man United have been forced to sign Sanchez. What? That just makes me laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought, yeah, Man United should be scared of how Liverpool playing. We're playing really well. You know, we just beat the league leaders. We can finish above them this year. But on the other hand, you know, Man United are a sinking ship. We all know that. Mourinho he's at it, isn't he? He's losing his marbles. He's not. Man United aren't playing attractive football at all. They're just trying to buy the league again, which is really bloody annoying. The one thing, obviously, none of us like the Manx or whatever, but the one thing that I could say about Alex Ferguson or whatever was the man knew how to have a team, he knew how to win the league, he knew how to do things, you know. I respected Alex Ferguson. As a rival, I didn't like him much, but I still respected his capabilities and what he achieved, you know. Whereas Mourinho, I have no respect for whatsoever. He's just a bus parker, and now they're throwing money at Sanchez. And funny that Neville's come out and said Liverpool are probably the reason why they've done that. You know, if that is the case, then all you Manx saying how we beat you to Sanchez, you beat us to Sanchez because you've been forced into it because of how good Liverpool are and how shit your team is. Put it that way. Right. So we got some other links today, guys. Siri again, from Nice in the French League. We've been linked with him before. I'm going to say bullshit on this one, guys. I don't think we're going after Siri. You know, he can play that holding role. He's a very good player. We were linked with him around the time in the last transfer window when obviously Naby Keita looked like we missed out on him. Then we ended up signing Keita, so Siri was kind of put to bed. They've creeped back in at the moment, but it's similar to what I was talking about with the James Rodriguez thing in yesterday's video. You know, these sort of links are like links that Liverpool have been linked with them in the past. So it's kind of lazy, easy media speculation. Like I said, I could see the Rodriguez link down the line. I could see why Liverpool would be in for him. I think on his day, I think he's one of the best players or whatever. But someone like Siri or whatever, I just think it's clickbait, guys. I think it's just another name being thrown into the mill. We've got a couple of weeks left. We will see us linked with a hell of a lot of players. And a few people tried to give me stick over my James Rodriguez video yesterday. Pipe down. If you don't like my stuff, get off the channel. Not bothered at all. I do what my subscribers actually want me to do. My videos are requested heavily, and funnily enough, one of the people going, oh, why are you talking about this? You requested it, so just remember what you messaged me earlier on in the day. Anyway, rant over. Yeah, so Siri links, guys, I think is rubbish. You know, that's what I do. Requested. People message me, what do you make on the Siri links? I think it's just easy media speculation, guys. I don't think Liverpool are on it, if you know what I mean. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm a little bit concerned that Liverpool aren't going to sign anyone in this transfer window now. Seeing things like Woodburn and that being kept back tells me that, oh yeah, is it Nelson Martins? I think his name is, isn't it? Martins anyway. Really talented young player. Obviously, there was rumours over the last few days that I had the flu and stuff, saying that we were linked with a €60 million bid or whatever for him. You know, players like that, I don't think we need any attacking players, do we? We all agree that we need defenders or goalkeeper or whatever, more importantly, more defensive-minded players than what we do an attacking player at the moment. But, like I say, the fact that, obviously, there's a few names still being thrown into it, I'm just going to take everything with a pinch of salt at the moment. You know, it's the end of the transfer window nearly, so January's a weird one. It comes, it goes, you know what I mean? Like, Liverpool are always linked with everyone. The Siri ones, don't look too much into it, guys. If I see anything with a bit more evidence to it, then I'll cover it, obviously. But for you guys that messaged me today, one of you was the first one to highlight to me. I hadn't seen anything, so yeah, that's what I make of it, personally, guys. Virgil van Dijk and Henderson back in training. It's good news to have definitely Van Dijk back in training or whatever. Obviously, people was worried about his injuries. A couple of questions yesterday from like Shane from Irish. Like, you asked me, didn't you, mate? Am I concerned about Van Dijk? Is he going to be another Daniel Sturridge or whatever? I'm not really concerned. Good to see him back in training. Henderson back. Whatever your views are on Henderson, having a full squad and no injuries or whatever is only going to benefit us down the run anyway. So I'm happy with that. Salah was missing from training today, but a few people said to me, is he injured? I'm not too sure. I haven't seen anything about an injury, personally, but on the other hand, Salah's always missing from training. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether there's other commitments that he has to do or whatever, or I don't know about religion or anything like that, but often people go, is Salah injured? He wasn't in training. I haven't seen him in training, blah, blah, blah. And when it comes out that he's still available for the game anyway. So I don't know what the full situation is there. But I just saw a couple of reports earlier saying that Salah wasn't at the training. So that's interesting. But I don't think it's anything to worry about injury-wise, guys. Because like I say, history tells us Salah kind of dips out a couple of training sessions and then comes back and bangs in 2 goals or whatever in the game. So not too bothered there. Everyone, thank you for joining me. I will get to your comments in a second as always. What was I just talking about? Oh yeah, right, Clyne. A few of you requested my opinion on Clyne. Obviously, it's a big talking point at the moment. I did a little bit of research on it, guys. But there's not too much that you can do with Nathaniel Clyne. There's a lot of bullshit out there when it comes to Clyne. I'm not going to lie. I never saw anything official or whatever. Obviously, the rumours, the reports are that Nathaniel Clyne failed an internal drug test at Liverpool Football Club. Hence, the injury that's kept him out. Apparently, Liverpool have kept him out of the team for that reason. I think that's bullshit. I'm not going to lie. Like, from what I've seen and what I've made of it, if you look at our manager, Jurgen Klopp is very much about someone's personality as much as he is their level of playing on the pitch. Do you guys not think that Nathaniel Clyne would not be a Liverpool player? He would have been linked with a move out or something like that. Like, you know, he's still been involved in things when the teams go and do things and stuff. I don't think if Liverpool was to, you know, give him a slap on the wrist for it and they was like, you're not playing, you know, I think he would have been kept away from everything. I can't see Liverpool keeping it under the wraps, if you know what I mean, keeping it under the carpet and then allowing him to do other stuff, because that doesn't make sense to me. It's basically just like giving him a holiday. But I could be wrong on it, guys. It doesn't mean that he hasn't. There's a picture where he's got a balloon in his mouth. A lot of people are going, he's doing balloons and that. I'm not naive in the sense that I know about drugs. I know about all these balloons and festivals and things like that. He's in a building and he obviously in a picture and he's got a balloon in his mouth. Is he doing balloons to get high? Is he, you know, blowing up a balloon? People are saying there's drugs on the table and all this. It's a picture. No one knows what exactly is going on there. Nothing's been officially released or whatever. I don't think we should look too much into it, guys. I think we would have seen a statement from Liverpool. John Flanagan, you know, slapping his missus, like what we're seeing at the moment. that hasn't been kept under wraps, has it? Like, that's come out, and I know it's a bit different, but what I'm saying is, when things happen at a club, some things you can't keep under wraps, because if it does get leaked, then Liverpool will be in serious trouble if they've tried to keep something under wraps and they haven't done the right course of punishment or whatever. I don't know at the moment, guys. Until you see anything official about Nathaniel Clyne, what Liverpool are saying is that he's still out injured. I think it's his back, isn't it? And he'll be back around March time. So what we need to do is just wait and see if he comes back. You know, I don't know what to tell you guys other than I generally don't believe all the reports that I'm seeing. You know, the picture, I've seen the picture myself. He could be blowing up a balloon. He could have a balloon in his mouth. He could be helium. I know he shouldn't be doing it. But like I say, you look at Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp, I don't think would stand for a player that is doing crack, like people have said, failed a spice drug test, failed. You know, apparently he's got a cocaine addiction. Do you really see Jurgen Klopp keeping a player around the other players that is like that? I don't think Klopp and Liverpool would allow that to go on, guys. Honestly, I don't. So I'm just going to go, I don't believe everything until I see anything official about it. There are rumours, of course, but I think what personally should happen is I think Liverpool and Nathaniel Clyne or someone should come out and say it's bullshit if it's not true. But then on the other hand, if they don't come out, you know, then obviously you've got to literally, I don't know, we just got to wait, guys. We've got to wait and see what happens when he comes back, you know. It's defo not crack, says Daniel Alexander. I know, man, people messaging me going, apparently he's on crack and all this, you know, and I'm like, really? Like, do you know what I mean? He looks like he's got a good set of gnashes on him, to be honest. Like, if you're on crack, you don't have your teeth and all that deal. So I was a little bit like, what the hell? But yeah, on a serious note, guys, for any of you that wanted to know what I thought on it, I did do a little bit of research on it last night and today. Haven't seen anything official. I've just seen rumours. Put it that way. And we know what we make of rumours until you see evidence, guys. The picture of him with a balloon, I don't consider evidence. If you saw a picture of him, you know, sniffing up some cocaine or something, you can't argue with that. But he's got a balloon in his mouth. You know, he might be at a party. There may be drugs in the room, you know what I mean? But he's at a bloody party. As long as he's not doing it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really care. But if it is true that he was doing drugs and Liverpool covered it up, they could be in serious trouble for not letting it leak, in my opinion. But, you know, everyone has their own views on everything. I'm just going to stick by Clyne. He's a Liverpool player. I really like Clyne as well. I'm hoping that he comes back strong after his injuries. And, yeah, I want him to be at Liverpool for the future. I think if this is true, we would be seeing him go in the summer. So I'm just going to wait and see, guys, what happens with Clyne. If March comes and goes and he's still injured and then the summer comes and we sell him, then I'm going to say something's a little bit iffy there. Something smells a bit funny, do you know what I mean? It's not the cocaine on the table either. I don't want to joke too much about it, but you've got to make light of certain things, you know. I think that's pretty much what I had to talk about, guys. I'm going to get to the comments quickly because I ain't got too long, so I've got to put my boy to bed. He's still up. Yes, mate. Evening, James. Hi, lads. You all good? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you for joining me. As always, 30 likes for me on the stream, if that's possible. Muchly appreciated. And if you're watching it back, you're not watching it live, make sure to leave a comment down below on what you think on everything I spoke about. Obviously, I love getting your views as well, and I do reply to a lot of you, unless you're an absolute knobhead, then you don't get replies. Or you do sometimes. It depends if I'm in a bad mood. Colin Moore says, evening, guys. Cobra, yeah, all good, mate. Welcome to the stream, lads. James, going to have to watch this later. Got a match to play. No problem, James. When you're watching it back, mate, muchos respect for watching it back later on. Hopefully the match went well for you, buddy. No, happy Woodburn staying. We need to keep a wide player at the club because if Mane or Salah gets injured, we only have Ox that can really play on the wing. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I was believing the rumours with certain players that were linked, mate, is because I was looking at it. We haven't got much cover in the wing areas, you know, and Salah's had an injury recently. Mane's been injured before, and you know, so we need to be careful with it. So yeah, I think it's a good shout, King Woodburn. I think Woodburn's got a bright future. He's still too young for the first team, but if we need him, he will do a job in there. He won't be fantastic, but he'll still do a job, and I think he'll do well in the cup as well. Darren Maguire, welcome to the stream, Darren, mate. I think it's a good call. He could be the next Fowler. Need to protect him because he's still only 18, yeah, and got some game time from Klopp. Yeah, I believe so as well, mate. Like we say, he's very, very young and he's still a puppy. Klopp is the best manager for youngsters, in my opinion. He's got a really good track record with them. So keeping him in and around Klopp and the training and, you know, playing the Liverpool way, growing up with the Liverpool mentality or whatever and being around the club, it's not a bad thing. I don't like it sometimes when you see a player go out on loan and I feel like their head could be swayed a little bit, like they could be misled or whatever with certain things, certain players. Liverpool are very strict on the Liverpool way. Hence why I don't really believe the Nathaniel Clyne things, because I think he would have been proper outed for it, if you know what I mean. That's serious. A professional football player can't be seen doing drugs or can't be addicted to drugs. So with someone like Woodburn, I like to see him kept around, but I do agree that he needs game time to get the progression. You know, we've got the cup still, haven't we, this year? I don't think he plays in the Champions League unless we got injuries, which hopefully that doesn't happen. Milos says, hello, Daz. Hello, Milos, mate. How are you today, my friend? Fenway, we come to make difference. I love it. Oh, money, money. Everyone is doing it. Everyone. Every stream now I'm having to do that. And Bobby Firmino. I can't do it. You're right, lads. How are you tonight? Who the fuck is Coutinho? When we got Salah. Exactly, guys. Noy. And Woodburn is versatile. He can play number 8, the left striker, and number 10. And it only makes sense, especially if we don't sign someone in January. Yeah, exactly, Noy. I do feel like maybe Liverpool was looking at another signing in January, and maybe now we've either pulled out the deal or we've been made aware that it can't happen in January. So maybe that's part of the decision, but I'm not saying that is it. I'm just saying that there's a few reasons why he could have been kept back now. I don't think it's because he's a Coutinho replacement at all. So anyone jumping all over FSG for that, people will still jump on FSG no matter what. No matter what the evidence is, no matter what he said. But for me, I just think maybe we was after someone else and it hasn't quite panned out. So yeah, I think it's good. For squad depth, it's definitely good. CD says, surely we're in for a keeper for this transfer window, right? CD, mate, you'd love to think so, wouldn't you? I would love it, but apparently we're not. Apparently we're not looking at the moment. I think Karras is going to get his run of games up until the summer. Is what I'm kind of making of all this shit that's going on with our goalkeepers. And then Liverpool, will look at the goalkeeper situation in the summer. Oblak's on the list, apparently. Alisson's on the list, apparently. Butland's on the list, apparently. There's quite a few goalkeepers on the list. But for me, if we're going to spend a lot of money, then I don't want to see a lot of money go on someone like Jack Butland or whatever. I'd prefer to go all out and get an Oblak, or a bit more money, get an Alisson or whatever, if you know what I mean. Then just get someone that, for me, Jack Butland's got a bright future. He's a good goalkeeper, but he's only just a slight step up from what we've already got at the club. I want someone that's going to come in, like I've said before on my channel, and say, I'm the Don, I'm the master, this is my spot. No one else is going to be goalkeeper at this club. It's me and me only. That's what I want as a Liverpool goalkeeper. And yeah, shame that we can't do it in this window. The only reason I believe that Liverpool would push for a goalkeeper in this window is if one of our targets, our main targets from the summer, is interested in a move to Liverpool, but they're also interested in another move to another club, and the other club sniffing in this window in the last couple of weeks. Maybe Liverpool may jump in there and go, back off. This is our goalkeeper, So that's the only reason. But I'm not getting my hopes up with the goalkeeper situation. I'm not getting my hopes up with anyone right now. A lot of the reports that we're seeing, even with the links to other players, are for the summer. They're not for this window. So I'm not too sure whether Liverpool are going to go back in there, but like I say, Liverpool plugged the leaks, guys. Everything is coming out of the blue, so we could see a surprise signing yet. But I'm just not going to get my hopes up. Like with the James Rodriguez thing yesterday and that, like I say, yeah, I would take James Rodriguez at the club. I did that video because it was highly requested. Does it mean I think that would happen? Not necessarily. It would be a very complicated deal that would cost us a hell of a lot of money. So maybe we should sway that, in my opinion. But at the moment, you can't go off anything. Everyone going, oh yeah, you can't do a video on transfer rumours or whatever that aren't got much evidence. Nothing's got much evidence at the moment, guys. So what are us YouTubers, us people, and that, what we not meant to talk about anything? It's simple as that. At least the way I do it is I'll tell you whether I think it's bullshit or give you what the sources are saying, and then we discuss it together, So it's cool. Cobra says, hopefully I'll get to ask Klopp on Sunday as I'm supposed to be looking after their cars. Really, Cobra? That'd be sick, man. Let me know how it goes. That'd be well good. Gazatron, evening, folks. Good evening, Gaza, mate. How are you this evening? Liverpool AFC. Yo, man. How are you today? The new front three song is so catchy. Yeah, mate, definitely. It gets stuck in your head. Annoyed to get elite keeper in January is near impossible. Most of the teams the keepers play for are at the clubs and trying to get Champions League and challenge for trophies. Yeah, exactly. Not just that. I think the top goalkeepers that really I would want to be fishing in that pond, or, however you want to put it, they're already in the Champions League or whatever, so it wouldn't benefit us in the Champions League, so maybe wait until the summer's not all doom and gloom, but I would have loved for us to definitely get one as soon as possible. But if it means we've got to wait, hopefully Karras does an half-decent job, doesn't cost us points for this end of the season, and then obviously we can sort it out in the summer. Colin says, have said to Daz about Kasper Schmeichel was a good signing, but what do you guys think about it? Yeah, let him know what you guys think on it. Like I said, he's a good goalkeeper, but for me personally, it's his dad. I just don't want to see his dad at Anfield, you know what I mean? Because of the Mank link, but that's just me being old school and hating him from back in the day, you know, I guess. Man United are crap, and I guess we shouldn't take it out on his son, really, should we? Yes, exactly, Liverpool. The Man U are a joke. Gazatron, good pal, just sat down with a couple of kids in bed, my time now. Yes, Gaza. My missus is waiting for me to get my kid to bed, so I'm going to shut it down in a minute, but thank you as always for joining me, guys. There was a few things I had to talk about today. I highly requested a few of the matters. I mean, a couple of things that I've thrown in there as well. Thomas says, hey, Daz, glad to see you looking a bit better. Hopefully feeling it too. Thank you very much, Thomas. How are you tonight, mate? Yeah, each day now. Yesterday I felt better, but I'm still a bit rough. Today I'm feeling a little bit better and more. Tomorrow I'm mad busy. I'm going to go and look at a property and may walk away with the keys. So I'll be very happy if that's the case. But we need to do a bit of digging. We need to make sure it's all right for, obviously, me and the missus and the kid. But yeah, so hopefully I've got a bit of a busy weekend, so hopefully I'm not too bad, because I need to like be alright and be out and about, if you know what I mean. Have you guys seen Chelsea have been linked with Andy Carroll due to like a frontman? Yeah, they're getting Andy Carroll by the looks of it, aren't they? The one thing they should be doing is looking at signing Atletico Madrid's goalkeeping coach, scouting team, yeah. So coutinho. You know, if we could get some of the scouts from Southampton and some from Atletico Madrid, I think we'd be absolutely laughing, wouldn't we? Let's face it. Sign Coutinho, yeah. Well, Coutinho's injured, isn't he? So he's already pushing for a move to PSG, isn't he? How are you, XTX? Anyway, mate, thank you for joining me tonight. Spectra, just heard Chelsea looking at Peter Crouch. You're right, Spectra. How are you, buddy? Michael, hello, Michael. My mod's in the building. Whoever said the Mancs are shit, you are 100% correct. Exactly, John, exactly. Oh, guys, this is brilliant. Daniel Sturridge has been linked to Inter Milan. Yeah, Inter Milan and now Seville today. There's a few teams. I think a lot of teams will be in for him. It's just who wants to stump up that cash for an injury, like rotted player, if you know what I mean. Never earn FC as a bus parade for tomorrow for signing for a walk up for 20 million. Michael Garner, all right, Daz, mate. All right, Michael Garner, mate. How are you? Thank you for joining me, guys. Do you think we need to buy a centre defensive mid, even if Emre Can stays? I would, Fatal. I would. If it was me personally, I would, but I don't think Klopp's going to be looking at it as a key area. Like I said in the past on my channel, in the past Klopp spoke about it and said when Henson first started playing there, he said we don't need a specialist in that position because the way we play, it's about winning a ball, pressing a team, making them make mistakes, and we win all the second balls. So you don't need a specialist that can only defend and sit there or whatever. You need someone that can be a part of how the team plays. And, you know, he said at the time, someone like Henson can do that. We've seen Wijnaldum being tweaked to do that. Emre Can does it. So, for me, I would love to see one come in, but I don't think Klopp's going to go in for one. Clyne being on a balloon, seen a picture on Twitter, but it's probably fake. I think the picture's probably true, CD. I can't see it being fake, but obviously it's magical what people can do with pictures these days. But you can't tell whether he's doing a balloon or whether, you know, that kind of a balloon, or whether he's blowing up a balloon, or whether he's just messing around with it. You can't tell, can you? You know what I mean? Like, the amount of times I've been blowing up balloons for a party or whatever and I've had it in my mouth, someone could have took a picture and gone, oh my god, on the bench TV, you know, he's a druggie, he's on balloons. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's stupid, isn't it, what people latch onto. Where are you? Let's be having you, Clyne. Clyne with Sterling with those balloons. The Clyne balloon story has been inflated. Lol, says James. James Doherty, that is fucking funny. I like that a lot, man. That is really good. Boy, I love this channel, says Spectra. I love you as well, Spectra, mate. You're one of my original, like, ain't you? Oh dear, thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content and that. I'm trying my best, and I've got a hell of a lot in the pipeline this year. It's going to have some mad stuff for this, and on the bench LFC, it's going to be mega. Honestly, I'm very, very excited about the future, the website, what I'm going to be doing on the channels, the people that I'm going to be working with as well. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. Apparently it's Spice, but I only saw reports in Liverpool Echo. Yeah, I saw about the Spice reports. I looked into it, Dan. Not too sure, though, man. Not too sure whether I believe it all, if you know what I mean. It's a bit naughty, isn't it, Spice, like, from what I hear, you know. I only just joined the stream, and I'm having to go. Want to watch you, but Big Brother's on. See you later. That's all right, Michael. God, mate. My missus loves Big Brother. I can't stand it. Watching people sit in a house while you're sitting in your house doesn't make sense. I used to like it when it first came out, so I do get it, but the people that they have in it now are just absolute knobheads, and let's face it. Guys, I'm going to have to get off. I'm getting down to the bottom or whatever. You are a legend, Daz. Thank you very much, Michael. I've just heard the door go, so I'm going to get it in the neck because I've been going too long already. She's going to hate me for it. Like I say, I've got to get the kid off to bed. Thank you for joining me. I don't know whether we've hit 30 thumbs or whatever, but if we have, that's always the target in it. So thank you very much for hitting the thumbs up, guys. I love all your support. Anyone that is a Liverpool supporter and you enjoy watching daily Liverpool content, you enjoy keeping up to date with transfer rumours, gossip and done deals, make sure to subscribe to this channel now and tick little bell notifications so you don't miss out on any breaking news. I will be one of the first channels to break it, mark my words. Right, guys, I've been on the bench TV, and what have you lot been? Tell me, talk to me, what have you been? You've all been legends. Take it easy, guys. I will speak to you in the next one. Hopefully we've got something a little bit more to talk about, you know.